What do we got now? There we go. All right. Now I'm going to try to switch back to the regular mic. I don't know why. What do we got now? There we go.
Stupid
All
thing
right.
is not
now
working.
I'm going to try to switch back to the regular mic. I don't know why. What do we got now? There we go.
Stupid
All
thing.
right. All right, guys. Do we still have an echo here? I hope not. Let me try to switch it back over to my regular mic now. I don't know why this happens every time I switch between channels, but I guess I'm going to have just one channel from my desktop or have two desktops because it's kind of annoying. Let's see what we get. There we go. All right, guys. Round 2, Shiraz and Bekic. Bekic in the green and white trunks. Shiraz in the gold, black, and white. Oh, and here goes Bekic. Left hand to the body. Good right hook upstairs. This becoming a banger early here. Sounds better. All right, thank you, Bruins. Oh! You know what, guys? Maybe just leave this guy in here for just a minute. It's a new channel. I don't know. No, somebody take him out. Oh, PBR Street Gang messaging me here. Give me a call, PBR. Call on in. It's just still the co-main event. Nobody knows who the hell these guys are. Shiraz, former champion. He should win this. Consensus is that I believe that Shiraz should run away with this. Well, let me see what the odds look like. Oh, good right hook to the body from Shiraz and a left hand upstairs. Shiraz, not to be confused with Shira. It's only slightly harder. Oh, nice double left hook there from Shiraz. The right hook in the corner. Oh, this fight not available to bet. So I don't know if it's a mismatch or there was some shady happenings. I'm guessing that's going to happen a lot more, that you see fights come off of the books. Fights, sports. Oh, beautiful left hook to the body from Bekic. And Shiraz come upstairs with a left hook to the temple. Oh, banging left hooks in the corner from Shiraz. Oh, what an uppercut from Hamza. Shiraz and Bekic takes a knee. Wow. Oh, that's a liver shot. He might be done. 7, 8, 9. And he tries to get up and he can't. And it is a second round knockout for Hamza Shiraz. And just like that, we have one bout left to go. The main event, fellas. So we got more time to chat, more time to BS the things that we enjoy. Maybe I should have called this channel Talking Over Sports. I wonder how that would go with people. Probably not very well, though. God, are we not still live? Oh, there we go. That's weird. You go in the to the channel and you click live. It doesn't even show we're live on our own thing. And it only lets me time spammers out for 24 hours. They're messing with the kids. Oh, Jesus. Seriously? That's all it does? 86,000. Well, that is dumb. I wonder if it's different when I do it. I like that option. I really like that option. But I'll see if it's something I can change in my options, Bill. It'd be nice if you just could do something like a 24-hour sometimes, though, because I don't want to ban people all the time forever. But sometimes, yeah, some people need to be banned forever. All right, guys. Usyk versus Rico coming up. Oleksandr Usyk, the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, taking on 15-time kickboxing world champion Rico Verhoeven. He has not lost since 2015. So, I mean, you could kind of look at that as basically undefeated. The guy hasn't lost in 11 freaking years. Princess, where's Jason? I didn't message him. I didn't schedule this until 5 minutes before. I imagine he'll find us. Oh, so give him a message. Oh, I put it in the, I believe I put it in the Fights with Friends messenger group. Is there anybody that's not in the Fights with Friends messenger group that would like to be? We're having fun on there all week. We're talking shit, updating each other on our lives, talking about boxing, fighting, pretty much whatever you guys want to talk about. So, PBR says hello to everybody. He says he is watching now. If you want to call in PBR, chat for a while, you can. Don't have to. Says this Usyk's last fight. Didn't he say that he had one last fight? I don't know. These guys say they have one last fight, and then big money comes in, and they're like, hey, I know you don't have to work for the rest of your life, and your kids don't have to work for the rest of their lives. Why don't we add 4 or 5 more generations to this? And make them feel all guilty, and then they get back inside the ring for money. What's up, PBR Street Gang?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
What you got streaming here?
Yeah, how you doing? They kind of hid this from us, I guess. It's the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world, that's all. Oleksandr Usyk taking on Rico Verhoeven.
Nice. I'll have to, what's it on?
It's on the zone.
Okay. I was just watching, they just started, about an hour ago, started a full replay of UFC 205.
I seen that. I seen something pop up on the YouTube, on the UFC channel. Yeah, they like to do that to pull people away. No.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't mean to step on you.
Oh, I said they like to do that to pull people away, the UFC does.
I miss everything, man. I don't get any notifications of anything. It's just like, if I happen to be like watching, I'll get to tune in on something, and when it comes on YouTube.
Yeah.
I really wish, yeah, anyway. But
it used to be so easy. I know there's a lot more options now, but I mean, if the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world was on the line back in the day, like, you knew it for a couple of good months. Everybody knew.
Yeah.
Now nobody knows. You know what else starts tomorrow that me and Wyatt just found out about today, when it was? The enhanced games. Have you heard about these, the enhanced games?
No,
So, yeah, I guess a bunch of people with money, I don't know, they went and they said, hey, what if we had an event that's like our own Olympics, but guys can take whatever they want? Like testosterone. I mean, I think within they can take like HGH and testosterone. I think they just don't test them. They're like, hey, we're not going to test you. Take what you want. Let's see what happens. I don't know, man. We're living in a weird world.
Well, if you were to take...
I'm interested in watching.
If you were to take what you just said and break it down, how would that, what would that do? Probably put on more exciting fights.
Oh, for fighting, yeah, for sure. This is This one, I guess, is going to be, it's track and field and
Oh,
powerlifting.
right.
Yeah,
Okay,
they want to do fighting in the future, but right now, there might be more events than that. But it is free. It's on YouTube and the Roku and on the Roku channel tomorrow.
Man, I've just fallen in love with Roku. Like, I didn't know anything about it. Like,
What's
I've
up,
heard
King
people
James? So let's say a
I've heard
few
people.
highs here real quick. Kiki Wheat,
Hey,
what's
King
going
James.
on? Yes, we're watching the fight together here, brother. Thanks for coming in. All right, sorry, go ahead.
I'm a big fan of Roku TV. I guess maybe I've been living under a rock, but I didn't know all that much about it until maybe a year or so ago, and
Yeah.
it was on my TV that I had died, and so I got a new TV, and
Yeah.
I don't guess I was paying attention, and I bought a Roku TV, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
it must be like a new company, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, I've been on
And,
Roku for about 15 years, but I don't. They haven't had it built into TV for that long. It was a set-top box.
Right. Oh, kind of like a cable box.
Yeah, like a cable box, exactly.
Yeah, it's a really good system. Like, I watch so much cool stuff, and you can look up so much cool stuff too. Like, and I don't know if they just started doing it, but one thing that I've noticed, like, say you're watching something, and if it has a little asterisk symbol on it, you can start it over from the very beginning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was just like, man, this is like the best thing since TV came out. Like, it's really cool. I really like
yeah,
it.
I got one. We got one in our RV. We got one downstairs, upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I got me like a big, huge. I think it was like a 76-inch TV.
Oh, nice. Yep, that's what I got, the 75-inch. Yeah.
Now, you know what? Talking about TVs, a long time ago, I used to work at. We have like a couple of small airports in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and on the smaller ones, they have like near the airports, they have like big, huge warehouses where they offload a lot of goods and whatnot. And I was working security at the LG one.
Yeah.
And after they built the hub, they moved this big, huge TV in, and by big, huge TV, I mean like it was at least 40, 50 feet long and about 20 feet high.
Yeah.
And it was like an ultra HD type TV. I mean, it took up like one whole wall in the lobby when you would walk into the building, and it wasn't a movie a theater screen. Like, when they moved it in, they had to come in on like a special trailer that had a whole bunch of tires that steer. I don't know if you've ever seen them move the space shuttle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they have like these specialty trailers, and
that was a hell of a television set.
Dude, that TV must have cost so much money. And it was funny because you could watch people when they would come into the building, and even people who knew about the TV. But you could watch people when they would come into the building for the first time, and as they were walking by it, you could just see their strides. You slow down, and before they would get to the end of the TV, they would just have turned and faced the TV and stopped and like looking at it. It was definitely an eye opener. I'd never seen anything like that. It was really, really cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool. I'm watching the entrance here, and they're standing out. I don't know if you know. Sorry to switch subjects there, but they're standing in front of the pyramids in Giza, because that's where this event is. Yeah, is at the pyramids in Giza. I know it's a little bit of a gimmick. They've been going like all over the world in these different things. They were talking about Floyd fighting Tyson in the Congo, But this one's cool. Like, you get to see the Giza pyramids here. They're standing in front of them. Never seen them in real life. Have you?
No. I've been to a lot of. Oh, I think I've been to about 27 different countries. But I've never made all of the countries that I've been to were all like inside of Asia.
Okay.
There's not too many free countries that I haven't, and by free I mean like non-communist countries that I haven't been to in Asia. But that was all in the military and going on vacations and trips while I was in the military to various countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one of all time, though, would have to be the Philippines.
Philippines would be fun.
Philippines, awesome, man. Talk about some really, really cool people, and like they're, for the most part, Philippines is kind of like a third world country, but the people are so poor, but they're so cool.
I think it's a little better now, but yeah, back then, yeah.
Well, even today, most of the countries, or most of the people, like at least like the people that I know, like I even know a couple of people who don't even have like electricity in their home in the Philippines. But this is how like so cool the people are. I can remember vividly one day. It was back when I was in the military, and I'd started out in Subic Bay. There was a huge Navy base that used to be there before the Mount Pinatubo blew up and blew away the base.
Okay.
But I'd started drinking in Subic, and I woke up face down in the back of an alley in Manila. Manila is the capital.
Yeah. I know Manila. How in the hell does that happen?
I have no idea. And we're talking that's like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of miles away, right? No clue how I made it in a single night all that way.
Yeah.
No clue how I got there. And long story short, to how cool the Filipino people are. They were just politely stepping over me as they were walking about. And I still had a pocket full of cash and my wallet in my pants. Like nobody had robbed me or anything.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always loved the Philippines. Philippines and Singapore. Big fan of Singapore.
Oh, yeah. I've heard good things about Singapore. I need to travel the world one of these days, but I guess I should have done it when everybody could afford it. I
was just about to say the only reason that I've been to that many places was the military.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere if I would have just been just on my own. But
yeah,
that was just to get out of the little pissant Oklahoma town that I was born in. So it was like I go back to that town and. The people that I went to school with, and I'm old. The people that I went to school with, they're doing the same thing, working at the same job.
Oh, you went back, going back to your hometown? Yeah, I'm scared to go back to my hometown. Like, I don't want to see these people. I didn't want to see them then. I don't want to see them now.
I'm kind of the same way.
There's like, there's 5 or 6 people from like high school that I liked and I want to talk to, and I still talk to those people. So fuck everyone else.
I just my hometown in Oklahoma. It was just such a there was nothing going on there.
Yeah,
it was just this little bitty pissant town.
Yeah,
and my dad had just gotten out of Vietnam and was just so didn't want to see anyone, and so from the little bitty pissant town, 3-hour drive out in the boondocks, my dad built this house, and that's where I grew up. And I mean, granted, it was a really cool place to grow up. I mean, living out in the country, you could go do whatever you wanted, but as far as things to do later on in life as a teenager and a young man, it just drove me nuts.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, growing up in Walla Walla, I mean, like it was a small town. Like, I mean, there was always action. Meaning, like, if you walk around town, like, people will try to jump you, they'll throw rocks at you, somebody might pull a knife on you. But there wasn't really like things to do.
Rob people.
Yeah, I guess that's what everybody else was doing. Hey, one of the good things, well, not good things, but I guess, but this is how we get money. And we used to go over to Jefferson Park, and there'd be all the alcoholics would wake up in the morning. I shouldn't say good. You guys don't take it the wrong way. It's not good. But we were able to get money because all the alcoholics would pass out overnight and they'd sleep in Jefferson Park. But they had money. A lot of them would have money, so they wanted some breakfast in the morning. And back then, as a kid, they just write you a note or whatever. Yeah, Mike has permission to get the old bum in the park cigarettes because he can't walk. So they just hand you hands fulls of cash, and that was our cleanup on the weekends.
See, my grandmother would send me to the store to get cigarettes, but that was back in the day when, like, I forget what the smoking age was. It was something like 16 or 17, something like that back in the day.
Oh, I remember when it was like 16 in Idaho. Maybe it depended on states. I don't know if it was ever under 18 in Washington, but
I would have to check somewhere on about that. But maybe you're right. I mean, I know that like it was so young. We would have. Do you know what Votech is?
Votech? No, I don't.
It's like a vocational school, so they would teach you, how to do certain things like weld or how to do carpentry or things like that. And I can remember my
vocational.
Yeah.
I can remember we did have that. Yeah.
I can remember in my Votech school, my teacher would send me to, and this was back, I must have been like 15, 14, 15, but he would send me to the store to get cigarettes for him in between class. He would let me be late to
that's
class.
Great. That is
if
great.
I would go and get him cigarettes, and he would always give me like 4 or 5 cigarettes out of the pack if I would just go get them for him from down the block.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm old.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, so I think I'm like 10 or 11 years younger than you. I remember a kid getting kicked out because he had cigarettes on him. Like, he got kicked out for the rest of the year, our senior year. We were like, man, that's really messed up. But he was 18. He lived by himself. I was like, oh, this is crappy. Well, I think actually they let him graduate because it was close enough to the end of the year. There was like 3 weeks left there, but they're like, you just can't come back until graduation. Like, they didn't want to have to deal with him the next year.
It's funny because we had a smoking corner at our school.
Yeah.
Like, you could smoke on the school. And it's funny that you said the teacher didn't want him back next year. I can remember, my mother was so embarrassed when it happened, but I was, I don't know how to say it any other way other than when I was growing up, and even to this point, except when my back got really badly hurt, I'm pretty much a hooligan. There's not much.
You've came to the right place.
But growing up, it was even worse. I was unhinged when I was growing up, just off the chain. Both my parents worked. My dad was a cop. My mom was a school teacher. No one was ever home. It was just me by myself.
For those younger people that don't know what off-chain is, they used to sometimes, they would chain us kids up to the side of the house next to the dogs. And no, not really. But
I can remember, and again, this embarrassed my mother so badly. But when I graduated high school, my principal, you walk across the stage and the principal hands you your diploma and you shake his hand and, exit stage.
Sure.
When I was walking across the stage, the principal stopped the procession and called my mom up on stage and gave my mom my diploma and said, the only reason that we're graduating your son is because we don't want him back next year.
Yeah, I think that works with a lot of people. I think that might have happened to me too. Similar kind of thing.
I can remember my mother being
like, you better
so
pass this. You better pass this fucking kid. Yeah.
I was a complete heathen growing up.
All right, well, I better let you go and do some pre-fight here. I think we're a few minutes away from the championship.
Okay, buddy. I'm glad to get you to watch you today. I was like, man, there's no fights, and then I saw they were putting on a 205 replay.
Yeah.
Alvarez versus McGregor card, and then I saw your text, and I was like, oh, even better. My day just got good. So take it easy, brother, and hello to everybody in chat. Hope everybody is doing well, and I hope everybody has Monday's Memorial Day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Hope everybody has.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
All righty. Take it easy, brother. Bye-bye.
You too. Thanks. All right, everybody. Oleksandr Usyk, the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. This used to be such a big thing, guys. This was Muhammad Ali. This was Mike Tyson in his prime. There has been very few undisputed heavyweight champions since the 3-belt system. Before that, of course, there was one belt, there was one man, and everybody else was chicken liver. But let's go back in the chat here. Don't you guys think I'm ignoring you? Panhead Bob, I seen you come in. Hope you have a good week, brother. Thanks for popping in and hitting the like. Panhead Bob works too much. I'm going to say that right now. This dude's always working. Maybe I don't work enough. I don't know. But King James, what's going on, my brother? King James out in the sticks. This guy has an Ethernet cord underground all the way 50 miles to town to get the nearest internet service. No, actually, he steals his neighbor's Wi-Fi, but he's way out in the sticks. Rico trains MMA with Tom Aspinall and even offered to jump over to UFC. Really? Dana's greedy ass blew it by offering the heavyweight kickboxing champion peanuts. Yeah, that sounds like Dana. That's generally what he does. Call-in Rob, haven't heard from you in a while. Give us a life update, bro. Yeah, let's do some call-ins after the fight here. Hopefully they're coming down soon. Co-main event, I think, ended just a little bit faster than they were hoping for. Hamad Shiraz just putting on a show in 2 rounds, knocking out his opponent with a liver shot. Bob says, going well. Got the dam closed in the swimming hole, so it's filling up and people hanging out for the weekend. Sunny and warm here. Oh, nice. Hey, you're always got friends around, though. I guess that's a good reason to get some work done. People want to come over and hang out with you. Canelo versus Billy, September 12th. You're fighting Canelo on September 12th? It's badass. No, that'll be a good one, though. The real Mexican Independence Day. Not this fake Cinco de Mayo thing. So the Cinco de Mayo thing, I know people have corrected me on this. No, it's not only a holiday for Americans to drink beer and chips and salsa. But mostly. Like, there was a battle in a city that was won on that day, on the 5th of May, and, whatever year it was. Not trying to be disrespectful of Mexican culture, but they don't celebrate that holiday. It's not a big deal to them in the rest of Mexico. It's like just that little town. And then we're like, Cinco de Mayo. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Let's sell a bunch of beer and chips and salsa, and here's something we can make a little more money off of. What's up, Settle Seas? You see it? Cool. Good to see you, man. Jennifer Van Leet. Anyone has a link to take a look? So, Jennifer, we have a chat for that. We cannot put the links here on YouTube. This is what I will say. I will give you the invite to the Fights with Friends chat. What happens between you and these fucking savages in this chat, I'm not responsible for. But just say they're some very helpful guys. They're not as mean as they seem. Now, if I can remember how the hell to invite people over there, that's another story. I think you just got to be part of the group. And then, yeah, you got to be part of the group, and then you can be in the chat. I haven't done a lot of this Facebook stuff in a while. I took some time off, so. But yeah, if somebody wants to chat with Jennifer over in the Facebook Messenger chat, I'll have the link up to the group here in a moment. What's up, Gabriel Mouche? Is that how you say Mouche? What's going on, my man? Thanks for coming in. Stream link. Like I said, Fights with Friends chat. It's going to be coming up. There's some guys over there that you can talk to. Can we see the fight? We're working on something on that, guys. It is on the zone. This is a live fight reaction. But like I said, there are some gentlemen that over in the Fights with Friends chat, whatever happens over there stays over there. James has always been a Rico fan, and Usyk earned my respect a couple of years back. Good luck to both their endeavors. Oh, yeah, both of those guys. Rico is an absolute stud, though. That guy, 15 times glory kickboxing champion. Dude hasn't lost since 2015. He's an absolute maniac. He really is. All right, guys. They keep changing this shit on me too. So buttons in different places, and I'm not the biggest social media guy as it is. Waiting on Usyk to get his hands retapped. That is the reason for retaped. Yeah. Well, I wonder. Hey, did he have some funky tape? He didn't have some. Who was the guy that had concrete in his gloves? Who was that cheating SOB? Oh, they're replaying this match between Usyk and Fury. I thought Fury won one of those, at least. I can't remember if it was the first or second. I thought both of them were competitive. I thought you really could have given him either one, honestly. I'm surprised that they gave both to Usyk. But, I mean, neither one of them by themselves were a robbery either. So, I can see why Fury's frustrated, but it's not like you can look at either one of those fights and say Usyk didn't win it or Fury didn't win it. It's just that close. Antonio Margarita. Thank you, Billy. So that chat at the top, that Fights of Friends chat, that is our Facebook group. So sign up for the Facebook group. You'll be able to go into the chat. You can talk to these degenerates about DAZN, about maybe how to get a free sample from DAZN. Whoever put this together didn't do themselves any favors at the lack of advertising. No, they didn't. It's DAZN. But look at this. They rented the freaking Giza pyramids. How are you renting the Giza pyramids and nobody knows about this? Yeah, that's just, it's the world we live in recently, James. Like, can you imagine back in the day not knowing when the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world was on the line in the 80s or 90s? Could you ever imagine that? I can't. Was plaster of Paris on his wraps? That way, when he would sweat, it would harden. Plaster of Paris, huh? Yeah, I remember something like that. That when he would sweat, that it would harden. That's just out of control. That what happened to the poll? What was the results? Oh, it did it. Should still be up. There's 32 votes in so far. 49% for Rico Verhoeven. Or Verhoeven, Usyk. This is boxing. If anyone didn't know, it's just pure boxing. Usyk's like a 20-1 favorite. If you guys call it, what a call! What an upset that would be. I'm thinking of Louis Restos and Billy Conn. Billy Collins. Really? They used it to Billy Collins or Billy Conn? Big boxing fights, focused promotion on the UK and Asia because the market is larger there for boxing now that it is in the USA. It's because your buddy, the Jake Paul, keeps on calling himself the face of boxing, and people believe him, and they're like, wait, I don't want to watch this fool anymore. Why is he fighting all these old MMA guys? No, yeah, there definitely needs to be like a huge revamp in boxing. I like what Netflix just did with MMA. I know it was MVP Promotions. I respect Jake Paul for what he's trying to do for the fighters. Like bringing the purses up, bringing more women into fighting, all of these things. But with Netflix, I hope people can get past the part that this is Jake Paul. Like once a lot of people learn that this is Jake Paul's promotion, like they think that it's fixed because he's a social media star. Or there's been some weird endings in some of his fights. Whatever it is, somebody else needs to come into boxing onto Netflix. I believe somebody, like a Top Rank was with ESPN, or ESPN needs to start having more fights on. Never got the poll, but I was late. Oh, like the stream vote in the poll? Say hi in the chat. It's still up on mine, so it should be on the bottom there. It's not. I still haven't ended. It has an option to end poll. Yeah, and we've got 2 more votes since you mentioned it, Billy. 3 more. We just got another one. Right now, it's 60% Rico Verhoeven. 40% Usyk, 35 votes in. So for those just coming in, Usyk has to have his wraps, his hands re-wrapped. So it's going to be a few moments before the ring walk. You guys know this is boxing. You know the gig. a good co-main event, but a quick co-main event. Khamzat Chiraz, I don't think they expected him to get the knockout as quickly as he did. Early second round from a beautiful liver shot. Usyk is likely dominant if this is Queensberry boxing rules, and he takes it 100% seriously. I think that guy takes brushing his teeth extremely seriously. This guy takes everything seriously. Look at his face. They just said hoping around 15 minutes now. All right, we got All-Star over him. A couple other people talking in front of the Pyramids of Giza.
Anthony Joshua, he sat down with Frank Smith and Eddie Hearn to talk about the big fight.
And there's Anthony Joshua. They're showing Anthony Joshua on here now. Anthony Joshua has a fight scheduled. Tyson Fury's scheduling a warm-up fight. And after those two happen, the end of this year, Netflix is putting together a Joshua Fury fight, finally. And they're talking that Joshua may get the largest purse in boxing history. And they're talking about something like $220 million, ridiculous. Look how small Oleksandr is now that he is not on the juice. And now he can take the juice and he stops. Imagine if you could look like Super Rame all the time. I mean, who wouldn't want to look like Super Rame all the time? Let's get up a picture of Uberim. If you guys haven't seen Uberim, I mean, he was fantastic. Dude had muscles on muscles on muscles. I think he found muscles and developed them that scientists didn't even know about. For those that are just boxing fans, Oleksandr over him. He beat Brock Lesnar to win the heavyweight championship. The casuals will know who Brock Lesnar is. You should know who Oleksandr Overeem is. This dude was, I mean, he was a great fighter. Besides being, you know, a specimen among men. Look at that. Look at that. That's Oleksandr Overeem back in the day. You've heard of an 8-pack. How many flipping muscles are on those abs and back? Yeah, there's definitely muscles they didn't know about till this guy did this. This guy's walking into bodybuilding competitions and people are just crying. They're just crying. Please forgive us, Mr. Uberim. Take our medals. Take our trophies. Please don't embarrass us. Get on the sauce, Mike. I just had an aneurysm repaired in my left iliac artery. They had to put a stent in it. I don't think steroids would be good for me right now. You know, maybe after a few months I'll ask my doctor. But Rico would be my heavy favorite if it was under kickboxing rules. Oh, absolutely, James. Josh has warm-up fight June 23rd. Thank you. Fury still has not scheduled his warm-up fight. I know there's a few guys they're talking about. Supposedly they're talking about Andrew Ruiz. He's not going to take Andrew Ruiz as a warm-up fight. That's way too risky. Guys, see Liddell hit that knee bar on the Giorgio kid. No. Is Chuck Liddell doing like jiu-jitsu competitions or something? Or just for fun in like a YouTube video? Robert says, mine too, King. Oh, good idea, Billy. Let me see what I can... Billy says, why don't you see if you can bring up the CompuBox so we can see like the punch stats and things as the fight goes along. I think ESPN's still gonna have something like that. It might not show me till the fight happens though, Billy. If you find something before I do, let me know. I'm on the ESPN site right now. It just says boxing. It's showing, live updates, results, and analysis. So, and here's the update from DAZN. Oleksandr Usyk is gearing up for his clash with Rico. There they are taping the hands. Looks like the hands should be taped now. If you're just joining us, Hamza Shiraz defeated Alim Begic by second round knockout. It was a beautifully placed liver shot, and Begic, he just couldn't get up by the 10 count. He tried to get up at like 8. It was around 8 or 9. He was wobbly. His legs and knees weren't straight, and the referee stopped it. Also see if there's just anything like live CompuBox, Billy. Rico kicks like an angry mule with his enormous Pat Berry legs. Yeah, big legs and kickboxing are a huge advantage. An angry, stubborn mule. Yes, sir. If anyone new has question, moderator Rob will help out. Rob is the man, and broadcast don't function without him. Absolutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. Jay Diggs, knees been bothering the shit out of me for the last few weeks. Turned out I completely tore my ACL and partially tore my MCL. Oh, damn. On a stream with that kid. Oh, Jesus, man. Sorry to hear that. That's horrible. So you got to go in for surgery now? What the hell did you do to do that? Jared Cannonier versus Chris Duncan, July 18th in Oklahoma City. That's an interesting fight. If anyone has any videos to suggest or events to cover, put your ideas in the chat. Trying to bring the community the events they want. Yes. Did anybody know? Did even you know this, Billy? The Enhanced Games are on tomorrow. I'd heard about them for some time, but they didn't advertise that. They advertised that even worse than this, because I knew this was coming. I didn't know when the Enhanced Games were. I'd heard about them. I seen that they got approved to hold them. But besides that, I had no idea where they were or when they were. Apparently, they're going to be tomorrow on YouTube and on the Roku channel. See if we can get an update to where everybody is now.
Yeah, we've been with Floyd Mayweather, of course. We've been with Tyson Fury. Boxing's reputation, again, is on the...
Oh, they got music playing. Here we go. They're starting to bring the cameras down. I think we're about ready for some entrances here.
Not a laughing stock, but
let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk, though. Let's talk about this guy and his record, because it is absolutely insane. 24-0, 15 knockouts. That does not tell the story, though, of Oleksandr Usyk. I mean, his the guys that he has beaten over his career, absolutely just unbelievable. About to walk out here any minute, Billy. Nice. No idea what I did. I'm just going to power through it till I can't anymore. Oh, dude. I'm sorry. That is... Yeah, man. We got to get you some... got to get you to the doctor, man. Do you not have insurance? That's horrible, man. All right, guys, we're going to transition over. Let's look at this. The career of Oleksandr Usyk. He is 39 years old now. Of course, a southpaw, 6'3", usually weighs in about 225 pounds. But look at the people that he has fought, especially recently. Defended the Undisputed Championship against Daniel Dubois. This guy is a fire truck. I mean, absolute fire truck. And look at this. Dubois down twice in the 5th round. Counted out. Knocked out by Oleksandr Usyk. Before that, he beats Tyson Fury. Not once, but twice. Former Undisputed Champion. Daniel Dubois, also a former champion. He's had one of the World Championship belts. So he fights Daniel Dubois and Tyson Fury twice each in his last 4 bouts. There's not a lot of competition, or I should say the heavyweight division is very top-heavy, guys. Like, there is 5 guys or so at the top, 4 or 5 guys that are way better than everyone else. And then you really have 2 or 3. And Daniel Dubois is one of those. Tyson Fury is one of those. Oleksandr Usyk is one of those. And Usyk's just beating everyone, though. Like I said, twice against Anthony Joshua. Before that, he defeated Derek Chisora in Wembley, another heavyweight belt holder, I believe. Before that, a lot of these guys you aren't going to recognize. He was fighting in Ukraine a lot and other places. But yeah, as soon as he comes to the United States, he just starts destroying everyone. And I mean everyone. Let's get a record for Rico Verhoeven while we're waiting for these chumps to finish up the wraps and whatever else they got going on. This is Wilder just beat Chisora in April. Yes, that's right. So there's a chance one day we see Wilder versus Usyk. I think that window's probably closed because Wilder's probably a little too old. But hey, Rob, in spite of circumstances, things are good. I hope you're well, brosif. Good stuff. Glad you guys are doing good. 30 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Sports with Friends. I'm Seattle Mike, the founder of Fights with Friends, and that channel, YouTube just kept on pushing us down in the algorithms, So we truly are the little guy fighting against the big corporations. It would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button and joined our community. We just have a lot of fun on the weekends, guys. Most of the regulars in here, we've known each other for 5 to 10 years. But like I said, new channel. And let me know what kind of sports you want to see us cover. We've already been doing some baseball. We will be doing some football. Probably even do some NBA, even though I've not been the biggest basketball fan the last few years. But boxing and MMA and baseball. Those are my 3 main sports. But I'm definitely open to doing a lot of different things. JD's, I got decent insurance. I just don't have time to be down right now. You got federal family medical leave now, though. There should be something you can... Man, I hate to see you suffering, brother, but, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Covering the Coca-Cola 600 tomorrow. You give me shit for drinking Coke? Hey, it's Coke Zero. It's got zero sugar, man. It's good for you. It's good for you. It's like vitamins. And it's got cocaine. So, hey. Bill says we're going to cover the World Cup in the USA for sure. Largest watch world event. You can react live with us here. You're coming in to help me with that one, but somebody that knows soccer is going to come in to help me with the World Cup, though. I got a lot of studying to do. I've been mostly a fight fan. I will do the play-by-play for that, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, I'd be suffering. I'd be suffering if I had to do the play-by-play for the World Cup. So let's go through the record of Rico Verhoeven now. You guys already know about him, though, I see, because more than 50% of you voted for him to win this bout. Of course, these are kickboxing bouts, guys. He was 15 times Glory kickboxing champion. Fought in K1 back in the day. This guy's been everywhere, but look at this. Look at this. These are all victories in Glory, Collision 7, Collision 6. He won the Glory Heavyweight Grand Prix here in 2024. Glory 79. Retired Tariq Kababez. For those that are big kickboxing fan, you know that name. But you know this name. You're a lot more familiar with this guy, Glory 74, Collision 2. He fought Badr Hari. That fight was going well. Verhoeven was winning, and then Badr Hari has an injury to the ankle, unfortunately. Everybody was looking forward to that fight. Here's a few names that MMA guys will recognize more. He fought the big giant Antonio Silva. Back in 2017, knocked him out in the second round. First time he fought Badr Hari was in 2016. Another injury, which this is weird. This is weird, Badr Hari. Why are you losing and then all of a sudden you're injuring yourself on two separate occasions? I don't know. I'm not saying he wasn't injured, but twice in two fights, that starts to get suspicious. He fought Anderson Silva. If you guys didn't know that, he fought Anderson Silva in a kickboxing match in 2016. Knocked him down 3 times in the second round for a knockout. And there is his last loss. January 3rd of 2015, he lost one decision in kickboxing in something called Kunlun Fight 15. So for all I know, I mean, you could have had some shady judges there. Who was going to win? Scuba Star, everyone vote in the poll. What was the result? I'll get it to you in just a moment. The poll is still up. If people still want to vote in the poll, it's around 50-50 right now. But one more real notable name on here, Gokhan Saki. If you guys remember, he had a short stint in the UFC, but I mean, he was thought to be a god of kickboxing back in the day. One of the many names that Rico Verhoeven defeated in kickboxing over there, guy. The guy really has been the face of kickboxing for quite some time. So, like a lot of these champions, he wants to challenge himself. Hey, we got Devin Haney on the mic, guys. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to experience this. It's a great time to be a boxer for sure.
It certainly is, and we've been treated to some brilliant fights so far this evening. I bet you had a keen eye on Jack Cattle's performance over Gyasov.
Well, they're going to play that music in the background to try to, I don't know if that's copyrighted music or what. But Devin Haney, I want to see the rematch between him and Ryan Garcia. He thinks Ryan Garcia cheated. Ryan Garcia wasn't as good as me. I don't care if you're both on Fruit Loops, and that's all you eat for 6 weeks or whatever before the fight. No matter what you guys are eating or drinking, Ryan Garcia is beating the out of you every single time, Devin Haney. It's a bad matchup for you. He's a better boxer. And you want to talk about going dirty? Who was Devin Haney working with? Who was Devin Haney working with not so long ago? Before he passed away this last year. The late, some would say the great, long imprisoned founder of Balco, Victor Conte. So don't hit me with that, this guy was dirty, bro. Why are you working with Victor Conte? Why? Why are you working with a guy that's known pretty much predominantly for juicing in the 90s in the big baseball race between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa? What's going on there? Tactical Chickens as Rico will beat his ass. Dude, that'd be a lot of people would be happy with that. That would be a huge upset. A lot of people would make a lot of money. Who do I think is going to win? Even odds. And you're just going to ask me, okay, you're going to put down $100 or $1,800, whatever it is. 50-50. You're going to give me even odds. I got to take Usyk. This is boxing. He defeated Tyson Fury. He defeated Anthony Joshua, both those guys twice. Defeated Daniel Dubois twice in boxing. Yeah, I got to take Usyk. I did hear Scott Coker is going to start a new MMA organization. If he gets the funding, though. That's the thing. How many minutes until it starts? Here is the tell of the tape. We're getting there, guys. All right. Oleksandr Usyk, 2 years older at 39. Rico Verhoeven, 2 inches taller at 6'5". Rico weighed in at 258 pounds. 25 pounds heavier than the 233-pound Usyk. Rico will have a half-inch reach advantage at 78.5 inches. Guys, here we are. Welcome to Sports with Friends, and welcome to the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world versus Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven. Results of poll. Oh, if somebody still wants to vote. Wow, votes are coming in quickly. 63, 64. I'll leave it up for just a second. We are at 56% of the votes for Rico Verhoeven at the moment. Hit the thumbs up if you support the channel, Seth Bruins. Yes, thank you. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe and share button if you support fighting against the big corporations, fighting against the man, as they call it, the algorithm. Everybody in this community, we've been here for a long time building a community. It wasn't just me. Over on Fights with Friends, which is still there, by the way. Fights with Friends isn't going anywhere, but we're building Sports with Friends right now to expand the amount of sports we can do, but mostly because that algorithm beat us down. YouTube didn't like freedom of speech so much, no matter what they say. Back in the day, even back 5 years ago, that channel's almost 10 years old, Fights with Friends. So created a whole new channel to try to attack these corporations, defend ourselves really on the algorithm, because we had been pushed down, we had been beaten down, shadow banned, if you will. And here we are on another channel trying to capture that audience and that monetary glory that I know this community can. And look at this. This is incredible. Rico Verhoeven, they have people dressed up as old Egyptian guards. They're carrying real torches, standing behind Verhoeven as they get into the cage. This is absolutely amazing. This is what boxing is. This is when I think of the legendary ring walks. I think of guys like Roy Jones Jr., like Bernard Hopkins, like, of course, Mike Tyson. This is not as simple as a lot of those Tyson walkouts, but I think Verhoeven does have the no socks. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. This is a ceremony, not unlike the start of the Worldwide Olympics or something. This is really something bigger than the fight itself. I mean, what a stage they have built here. And there's the fireworks. Like I said, there's all the Egyptian guards with the torches. This might be the most impressive setup for a ring walk that I've ever seen. Take a photo so you can put it up. Yeah, I wish I could kind of like live stream this right now. Let me find something on. Can you send it to me in Messenger, Billy? Then I can bring it up right away. But thank you. But yeah, if you could send me a few in Messenger, that way people could see what's going on. Oh, and Verhoeven just sprinted towards the cage as a cannon goes off. Man, what an event here. Rico Verhoeven, his first boxing match, second round knockout. He had to have a fight to get into the rankings, to get into the pool, I guess, to be eligible to have this fight. So here we are. Verhoeven is in the ring. And the champion will make his walk to the ring in just one moment. Oh wow. This is so incredible. I wish I could show this on the screen. I mean, there are hundreds of Egyptian men with torches walking out of the pyramids. Yeah, this is something else. This is anything. What was the Prince? Prince Nassim Hamed. That guy used to have the most incredible entrances. I mean, one time he came down on a camel. Unfortunately, it took like an hour. Oh, and here is Oleksandr Usyk, dressed completely in Roman war garb. Oh, this is incredible, guys. I'm getting some goosebumps here. This is something else. Oh my God.
Oleksandr Usyk.
And here comes Usyk talking. Oh my God. They got like actual like Roman tablets out here. This is a walkout for the ages, and it's a shame that this is not available to everyone, that it's only on DAZN. You have to have a DAZN subscription, then you got to pay them $60. This is the event that we should be having on Netflix, not these Jake Paul fake fights. I know Netflix thinks, oh, we're going to get all the views because young people don't want to see real fights. They want to see influencers. Because you need to put real fights in front of young people. Put it on Netflix. Put it on Instagram. Put it on, some of these other channels. Advertise it on the anime channels. Advertise it in video games. Guys, everybody wants to watch good boxing fights. Everyone. Fighting is should be always the most popular sport on earth because it's already there. It's the sport that everyone wants to see. And here's an example. 2 houses over from you, or 2 apartments, or whatever it is. There's a couple guys throwing footballs back and forth. Two houses over from that, 2 people are playing basketball. 2 houses over from that, you know where I'm going with this. 2 houses over from that, there's 2 drunk, loud bitches fighting and slapping each other in the streets. Where are you going? Where are you going? You ain't going to watch basketball or football. I guarantee you're not going to watch regular people play basketball. You're going to go to watch the people that are fighting, as am I and everyone else. I don't care what you say. If you say differently, you're a liar. All right, here's some of the pictures from Ring Magazine. Thank you, Billy. Oh, look at this. There's the pyramids in the background. There's all the Roman soldiers and the walkout here. This is absolutely unbelievable, guys. See, there's Oleksandr Usyk in his Roman fight garb. There's the tiles I was talking about there. Bruce Buffer. Oh, that one just took a second. Whoa, what a picture that is of the champ Oleksandr Usyk. And here's all the Egyptian men I was talking about. Look at these with the traditional torches. There's Verhoeven. All right, guys. We're ready for the fight now. Here we go. Here they come. They're in the ring. Michael Buffer's in the ring. Isn't that funny today? Bruce Buffer is probably more popular than Michael Buffer. More people probably know who Bruce Buffer is. You know, Michael Buffer was doing this way before Bruce was. They were hiring Michael Buffer to do everything back in the day. 96 NBA Finals, I remember they hired him and paid him a ton of money just to come out and announce the 2 teams. All right, they're playing some national anthem stuff now. So, you know, good for them. I've heard national anthems. Heard one, you heard them all. It's nationalism. I don't know. Is that the Ukrainian anthem, I guess? Yeah, I guess it is. Sounds more like the English. I think they're playing the English national anthem. What is going on here? There's no English fighters in there. Oh, no, excuse me. Excuse me. That's the Netherlands flag. My bad. All right, let's look at it. Now we'll close this poll. Where are we at here? 76 votes in, 55 to 45. Rico Verhoeven. That's what the crowd thinks. 77 votes now. People are continuing to vote here, but I'm going to have to end it as I see sad news pop up on my phone. My Seattle Mariners have lost to the Kansas City Royals 5-0. There's your Ukrainian national anthem.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
2 champions, 1 ring. Rico Verhoeven, 15-time glory kickboxing champion. He's defeated legends like Anderson Silva, like Antonio Silva, like Badr Hari. He has not lost since 2015 in a shady organization that, I don't know if that was a fair decision or not. But Rico Verhoeven, one of the best pound-for-pound, hand-to-hand combat athletes in the history of this globe. And he is facing the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. The 96 NBA Finals were glorious. They were glorious until my Seattle Sonics lost. Then they sucked. No. My father, the traitor he is, no, not really, but my father actually designed the hand. He worked on it. He was the main artist, I should say, on the hand for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan ordered it from the Walla Walla Foundry where my dad was working. And of course, Michael Jordan was confident enough that he ordered the hand when he only had 4 rings. He ordered the hand to have 5 rings on it. And yeah, my dad worked on it and he built it. And he didn't get me tickets to the finals.
A presentation of The Ring, the Bible of Boxing. Silla, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Gold Star Promotions, and Ready to Fight.
All right, guys, we are just moments away from fighting here on Sports with Friends. If you've watched this on our other channel, Fights with Friends, you know I'm Seattle Mike. If you haven't, I'm Seattle Mike. Here on Sports with Friends, we plan on doing a lot of different sports. 1 week. The channel's been around for 1 week today. We're up to 66 subscribers. Please help us get to 100 subscribers before the end of this. If you can hit that like and share. If we could get to 100 subscribers before the end of this weekend, that would really mean the world to me. Judges, Fabian Guggenheim, Manuel Oliveira Palamo, and Pascal Procopia. I'm not familiar with any of those judges. They've different country, different judges. Mark Lyson, I do recognize that name. He will be the referee in the ring today. Subscribe if you have not yet. Yes, hit that subscribe button, mother truckers.
The world on DAZN from the Pyramids.
All right, from the Pyramids of Giza via the Sports with Friends studio in Seattle, Washington, for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world. Sports with Friends family, let's fucking out of the red corner. All challenger is an absolute legend in the history of kickboxing. 49-8. He has not lost since 2015. He is the 16-time Glory heavyweight champion with a boxing record of 1-0 and 1 knockout, representing Haasteren, Netherlands. The Beast, the legend, Rico Verhoeven.
Since capturing Olympic gold in 2012.
And this man over here, what a list of accomplishments. This is unbelievable, really. Yes, he is the champ. He is the 2012 gold medalist. He is the former undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. 24 wins against no losses and 15 knockouts, fighting out of Kyiv, Ukraine. I present to you the baddest man on our planet Earth, the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. That riled my dogs up. Usyk is minus 2,500. Yes, there is some money to be made, some cash to be played, some men to be laid over those odds, Billy. Especially if Verhoeven comes out. There's going to be a lot of rich people losing a lot of money if Verhoeven pulls this off. Because you got to put down pretty much like a couple of grand to win $100. There are other props, of course, by knockout, unanimous decision, you name it. Here in Washington State, we only have prediction markets, so no DraftKings, no FanDuel here. I am consistently betting on prediction markets. Here we go. Rico Verhoeven in the black and gold trunks. Oleksandr Usyk in the white, red, and gold. And Verhoeven pawing from the outside, throwing that legendary jab out there. Oh, beautiful counter right hook from Usyk, and Rico answers with one of his own. And we're going to go to Boxing Live. Look at this. Just 6 cents on the dollar at this moment. If you want to bet on Rico Verhoeven, let's just see real quick. How much $100 pays out. $1,250. So they're charging a little bit of gas over there. This is on Robinhood, but Mike text Phil. I believe I did. Yeah, I did. It's early. He probably didn't remember this. He's probably out working. He's a hard-working man. Hammer in his hand. Good left hook there from Usyk. Usyk trying to control the... he barely missed being decapitated by an overhand right there from Verhoeven. And look at Verhoeven here, leaning his weight on Usyk up against the ropes as long as the referee will allow. And then he made Usyk push him off. That's more energy, yes. Make him push you off. He's 25 pounds lighter. Smart move there from Verhoeven. And Usyk just testing, just pawing with the jab from the outside. Not even looking to land now. Looking to find the distance. Oh, there's a good left hand from Usyk in a clinch. And this is where Verhoeven, I think, is really going to show. Oh, what a right hook to the body from Rico Verhoeven! And Usyk takes it like a champ, but you can't tell me that didn't hurt. That was an absolute bomb. And Usyk jumping in and out, throws a right uppercut there, might have slightly glanced Rico. But the big shot of the round, it was from the challenger, Rico Verhoeven. And there's another right hook to the body from Verhoeven. And round one, I think's got to go to the challenger. What do you think, Billy? I don't see how it goes any other way. Are we going to be able to go into corners here, or are they going to have music?
On the greatest stage of all.
Oh, they're gonna have a damn Paramount ad in the middle, in between rounds in the corner. When are they going to start respecting fight fans? This minute in between is not a commercial opportunity for you. It's when fans get to hear what's going on in the corners. Here we go. Here's Rico Verhoeven's corner.
That was a good start, wasn't it?
And here's some highlights in the first round. A good right hand upstairs from Rico.
Variation to his work, looking big, as Barry mentioned.
A nice right hand to the body. And yeah, round one, definitely. I think that was Verhoeven's round. Of course, Usyk knows 12 long rounds. This is the time to download information. Like, start to see how the other guy responds to things that you do. There, a jab lands for Usyk. 242, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36. Oh, there's a good left hand from Usyk. 235 left in the second. And I'm not seeing a CompuBox, Billy. I wish I was. But I'm on ESPN here, as all I'm seeing is like their text of what they're updating. So what a bunch of crap. What a bunch of crap. Oh, big combination in the corner from Verhoeven. There's a left hook on the chin. Can he shock the world? Rico Verhoeven, 15-1, 20-1 underdog coming into this, depending on the site that you're on. Some as much as 25-1. There's a good left hand from Usyk and a left uppercut. Now a good left hand from Verhoeven, and odds are tightening up quickly, guys. Verhoeven just a plus 750 now. There's a good straight right from Rico and the left hand behind it. Let's get some money down on this, guys. You know what? You want to make money, you gotta invest money. And when you're in boxing, you gotta put up or shut up. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'll put up $20. I'll put up $20 on Verhoeven. All right, no super chat now on the new channel. It's just Fights with Friends. It's monetized. We got to get up to 1,000 subscribers, guys, to get the super chat back. But you can hit me up on Cash App Seattle Mike. I'll put that up between rounds so we don't stop the coverage. 28, 27, 26, 25 seconds left in the second. There's a straight right from Verhoeven. Oh, good uppercuts up against the ropes from Rico Verhoeven. Oh, left hook and a right hand upstairs from Verhoeven. And Usyk a little hesitant here tonight. What an upset this would be. Jason Kagan, wait, what? When did this start? Just a few minutes ago, man. Yeah, they're fighting in Giza in front of the pyramids. So different time zone. Probably a whole different day over there. I don't know. Jason.
Is that Rico Verhoeven? Our Verhoeven?
That is Rico Verhoeven. He's won the first 2 rounds here.
Hey, isn't Usyk from Ukraine?
Yes, he is.
I don't know what everybody's bitching about. The stock market is at fucking 50,000. This is bullshit.
All right, Jason Kagan, the one and only. If you're a veteran of the Fights with Friends community, you know Jason. If you're not, if you're new here, you'll know him soon enough. An integral staple of the Fights with Friends, Sports with Friends community. Good right hook from Usyk to start the third. Oh, what a left uppercut from Usyk. Yeah, he's starting to warm up now. There's a good right upstairs. Right hook to the body from Verhoeven. Beautifully timed counter right hook from Usyk. As I mentioned, I have this two rounds to 0 for Verhoeven. There's that right hook to the body again from Verhoeven. Usyk saying maybe it was a little low. It might have been. It was around belt line. It definitely wasn't on his nutsack. And there you go, Mike Coppinger's scorecard, unofficial scorecard. He has their DAZN score. He has it 2 rounds to 0. Rico as well. What an overhand right from Rico Verhoeven there. And Rico's got him up against the ropes. Left hook upstairs from Rico Verhoeven, and he will not let Usyk get out of this clinch. Now, when a lot of people seen Rico Verhoeven, 6'5", Usyk 6'3", thinking, oh, Verhoeven, he's going to try to circle, he's going to try to fight him at range, forget about it. This guy is an in-fighting brawler, and he loves to fight in the clinch. Oh, what a counter uppercut from Usyk, but a 5-punch combination from Rico. He answers, and there's the right hook downstairs again for Rico. Right hook upstairs from Usyk. Both men throwing power punches now in the third round. And Rico... Oh, what an overhead right from Rico. Usyk hits him back with a left hook. But Usyk cannot continue to take this kind of punishment from Rico Verhoeven. And there's the 1-2 from Rico. And yes, it is early, but Rico Verhoeven is starting to take over this fight. And I got $30 on Verhoeven. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. If you're looking to sync up, you can watch along on DAZN, or you can get the play-by-play here. Oh, there's a left hook and then another right hook for Usyk. Left hook from Verhoeven upstairs. This is not a boxing match. This is a brawl. And that's what Verhoeven needs. Jab and a right hook. Oh, from Verhoeven. 2 big left hooks from Usyk. There's an overhead right from Verhoeven. And we got an all-out brawl for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that share. Don't hit your kids. Do not hit your kids, because nowadays they will throw you in jail. But definitely hit that like and subscribe. Let's go into the corner of Rico Verhoeven.
Just giving the fans a show here until he starts to dominate.
Possibly, or as you said, could be
Stupid music. Just, Arbor says, just started. CompuBox is their own site. Do you have to be signed into DAZN? Let's see here. Let me go to DAZN then. Usyk versus Rico. CompuBox. DAZN. Okay. All right, guys. Round 4. What an entertaining first 3 rounds we've had so far. And I have it 3-0. Rico Verhoeven. In just his second boxing match of his career, one of the greatest kickboxers, maybe the greatest kickboxer of all time, testing his skills against the Undisputed Heavyweight Champion. And so far, he's doing very well. There's a good left hook upstairs from Rico. Double jab from Usyk. Oh, what an overhand right again for Verhoeven. There's a left hook that lands for Usyk, but these shots are not near as hard. Left uppercut from Usyk upstairs. 3-punch combination, the body from Verhoeven. He has Usyk up against the ropes. Left hooks to the body from Rico Verhoeven, and the referee will break them up. Will Usyk defend his undefeated record, or will Rico Verhoeven shock the world? Oh, what a combination from Usyk, the straight right and the left uppercut. Here comes Oleksandr Usyk. Oh my goodness, a jab and a right hook from Usyk, and Verhoeven might be hurt. There's a straight right from the Southpaw Usyk, and the left hook on the chin. Oleksandr Usyk with a beautiful flurry here in the 4th. He says, I'm done playing around. Oh, left hand upstairs. Jumping right hook lands for Oleksandr Usyk. And remember, they are in Egypt, in the Middle East. East here. Both men could be drained. I mean, it's hot there. And Verhoeven on the inside lands the right hook to the body. And the left hand upstairs. Referee's saying, watch out for the kidney punches. You're kind of around the back a little bit there. But Verhoeven's going to get away with what he can in the clinches today. Oh, there's a good right hook from Usyk. It's been a much better round for Usyk. Usyk swinging that uppercut wildly, though, and he gets hit by an overhand right again from Verhoeven. It's amazing Usyk can take these shots the way he is. I mean, he is getting hit. Oh, another overhand right on the chin. Usyk's hurt. Jump on him, Verhoeven. He's hurt. There's a left uppercut from Usyk. And timeout here from the referee. Mouthpiece. Rico Verhoeven's mouthpiece fell out. Oh, and this is going to be bad. They got to wash it off. This is not good for Verhoeven because he had Usyk hurt, loses his mouthpiece, and that's going to be the end of the fourth. Left hand to the body from Usyk. There was a few seconds left, and that is the end of the fourth. It's hard to say how badly Usyk was hurt. I don't think he was hurt badly. He landed more shots, more power shots that round. So I'm going to give Usyk his first round there. 3-1 for the challenger, Rico Verhoeven. For those that want to help us out here, I do have Cash App. And it's going to be Seattle Mike, all lower cases here. So much appreciated if you guys can help with that until we get the super chat back. There is an interested onlooker, Anthony Joshua. He is fighting July 25th. Should he get past Prenga, and should Tyson Fury win his warm-up bout, those two are scheduled to fight at the end of the year on Netflix. That's the kind of bouts Netflix should be having. And 245, 44, 43, 42, 41, 240 left in this fifth round for those following. 39, 37, Rico after 4, says Billy. I agree. 3-1 Rico. Usyk continuing to pop the jab out. Oh, there's maybe an elbow. It's hard to say. He might have accidentally caught Usyk with an elbow. There's a right hand and a left hook from Usyk. Verhoeven lands the left hook upstairs and a right hook to the body. Oh, and he's just picking Usyk up and moving him around. And this referee is being pretty lax about the warnings and stuff here. As far as I know, he is not threatening to take away a point. We are early in the fight, but Rico has really been moving Usyk around the ring, like I said earlier, leaning on him, putting all of his weight on him, and now just lifting him off the ground. There's a straight left that lands for the Southpaw Usyk. And Verhoeven answers. Little slower pace here on the fifth. The last 2 rounds were absolutely electric. Double jab lands for Rico. And now Usyk moving forward, looking to get Verhoeven on the ropes for the first time. Oh, what a right uppercut from Rico. And he immediately switches the positions there too. Look at that. Okay, he had Usyk up against the ropes. Now Usyk has him up against the ropes. 102, 101, 1 minute left in the fifth. Double jab there for Usyk. Oh, beautiful combo for Rico. Right hook, left hand, Rico Verhoeven. Oh, what a slick dip there from Rico Verhoeven as he lands the left hook to the body. That was as slick as feint as you're going to see. Good straight right upstairs there from Rico. He faked Usyk out of his shoes to land that right hand. And there's a good left hand from Rico. And if I'm not mistaken, Rico Verhoeven's about to win his 3rd round in this fight out of 5. There's a good left hand for Rico. 39-37. I think it's 49-46 after 5. What do you think, Bill? I think that's Rico's round. And we're getting towards, of course they're playing AC/DC in the background over the interview, over the corners. Jason.
Mikey Verhoeven, he's Dutch, right?
Yes.
Okay, here's 2 facts. One about Ukraine, one about Holland. Holland once, the Dutch ate their own prime minister. He screwed over the country in some deal and hurt the country bad. So the Dutch people in the capital square ate their prime minister. That's fact 1. Fact 2, in March of this year, Ukraine as a nation, for the first time ever, outpaced Russia in the FPV drone fucking industry. That's a fact, Jack. We're coming back. Dow Jones at 50,000. I'm telling you what. International Fight Week's coming up soon. 45 days. Be there. Be square. Stay black.
All right, everyone. The legendary Jason Kagan. 242, 41, 40, 39, 238 left here in the 6. Odds starting to move slightly, and Verhoeven's even a bigger underdog. Oh, what a left uppercut by Oleksandr Usyk. Left and right hooks to the body from Verhoeven, and we got a battle here in the 6. Oh, my goodness. And people probably figure the longer this goes, the better it is for Usyk. I don't know. He could be tired. And there's a couple of good right hooks to the body from Verhoeven, but Verhoeven's been doing a lot of things. He did a lot of things early to tire Usyk. We'll see if they work. Usyk, of course, incredible cardio. Rico just showing all kinds of movements that Usyk is maybe not familiar with. Good left hook there from Usyk. 134, 33, 32, 31, 130 left him a 6. Left uppercut lands from Verhoeven. And they are standing in the center of the ring, just over arm's length. Who will make a move first? There's a left hand lands for Rico. Right hand lands for Usyk. Oh, there's a nice little counter left from Rico. And there's the bomb. 1-2, the right hand right on the chin from Rico Verhoeven. And Usyk keeps eating those like candy. Good straight right there from Usyk. He's eating those right hooks like candy. But for those that know about the power of marijuana edibles. Oh, what a left hook from Oleksandr Usyk. Those shots from Verhoeven, they're going to add up. And just when you think you're okay, maybe all of a sudden you're stumbling around, you're slurring your words. Couple of good right hands there from Usyk. And then you look up and you realize you're in the middle of a world championship heavyweight bout. Couple of good jabs from Verhoeven. Just 12 seconds left in this round. 10. Good right hand to the body there from Verhoeven. This is a very close round. Someone could steal it here. And there it is. Wow, that is much more competitive than I expected, King James. Yeah, that's a very close round. If I've ever wanted to call a 10-10, that's right there with the closest rounds I've probably seen.
Perfect fight is you.
Maybe the aliens will come out of the pyramid to watch this fight. Eyes open, everyone. Who won that round, guys? My tablet messed up. I missed this round. Who won it? Dude, it was very, very close. I'm going to say they probably gave... Oh, man. Man, it's close. I'm having a real hard time deciding. Who did the DAZN people give it to? Verhoeven. See, I was leaning towards Verhoeven. Oh, they gave round 5 to him. Okay. I'm going to give it to Usyk. It is very close, though. So, at worst, I think Verhoeven is up 4-2. At worst for the Verhoeven people. Good double jab there from Usyk. All right. I got a little bit of money now riding on Verhoeven, guys. 59.55, Rico after 6. But I'm going to have it. I got it. Well, look at that. Mike Coppinger's scorecard also 59.55. You know what? I was doubting myself a little bit. I wanted to give Verhoeven that round, but I'm like, is this really possible? So I'm going to agree. 59.56, 4 rounds to 2, Rico Verhoeven. And there's a tie-up at the 2-minute mark. What an upset this would be. I mean, this would be up there with the greatest upsets. I know it's still early, still very early, but this is right up there with Andy Ruiz over Anthony Joshua if we're talking about modern-day upsets. What 2 big left hooks from Usyk. Remember, as much as 25-1 odds for Usyk coming into this. And he is now losing this fight 4 rounds to 2. Assuming we can trust these judges. Good left hand there for Usyk. Did you put money on Rico, bud? He said, I just put money on Rico. Oh, and there's a good right hand from Verhoeven, and Usyk answers. Verhoeven is having... Oh! Right hook to the body, left hook upstairs, and that snapped Usyk's head back. Verhoeven's got to attack now. Usyk throwing combinations, but these are pitter-patter punches. He is hurt. Left hand upstairs, right hook to the body. Verhoeven needs to jump on him now. He can take him out here in the 7th. I'm telling you, he can take Oleksandr Usyk out in the 7th. Usyk is hurt. Left hand there for Rico. He's being too cautious here, guys. I feel like he's being too cautious. 35, 34, 33, 32 seconds left in the 7th. There's a good jab from Usyk. Great time for Rico to land another one of those right hook bombs. There's a left hand on the chin from Rico. Oh, what an overhand right on the chin again from Rico Verhoeven. And a beautiful right hook to the body from Verhoeven at the bell. And that is another round for Rico Verhoeven through 7. I have this 5 rounds to 2 in favor of Rico Verhoeven. 20-1 was an excellent bet on Rico. Jason, are you witnessing history?
Mikey, I'm watching you make sportscasting history because I don't have this on. Question, how many rounds we going? 12 or 15?
12 rounds.
12 rounds. How many 12-round fights has Rico been in?
Probably none because he's a kickboxer. Now that you say that, that's a very good point.
Do you think stamina is going to be a factor? Do you think that's why Usyk, given your performance, might be slowing down here in the 7th?
Yeah, or Rico, you mean? Yeah, Rico could be slowing down.
Yeah. Do you think Usyk might be, kind of counting on that?
It definitely could be the case. He's taking a lot of big shots, though.
It's taken Russia 5 years to travel 50 miles into a country that's barely out of its diapers, bro. Usyk might pull it out. Don't count your chickens. You don't know. I gotta go. I'm eating ribs.
All right, you see power shots. Oh, what a right hook there from Rico. 2:30, 29, 28 left here in the 8th. I seen power punches landed, according to CompuBox, pretty close, 49 to 46. But there's power punches and there's power punches. And Rico's punches have had much more pop on them. Good left hand there from Rico. And Usyk continuing to plot forward. A little more hesitant to throw here in the 8th. It's almost like he's taking the 8th. Oh, what a right hand again from Rico. Right on the chin, and he snaps Usyk's head back. Another right hook, another! And there's one down to the body. Rico has Usyk up against the ropes, and Rico is dominating this fight. Shall I say, leading up to the 8th, Rico Verhoeven is dominating the undisputed heavyweight boxing champion of the world. You think Usyk's a little frustrated right now? Just a little bit? You think he's freaking out? I'm sure his heart rate's up just a tad right now. 110, 109, 108, 7, 6, 105 left here in the 8th, and Usyk slips that overhand right. Usyk trying to time that right hand now. So for those that don't know, the big weapons against a Southpaw are going to be your straight right hand and the left hook. That's what they're susceptible to. Remember Michael Moorer against George Foreman. It was the overhand right, the straight right hand that George Foreman put him down with. Oh, and there's a good left hand right on the chin from Usyk. Right hook to the body from Verhoeven. 32-31, 30 seconds left in the 8th. And these guys, everybody that paid for a ticket to this fight is probably getting a much better fight than they anticipated. There's a good left hook upstairs from Usyk. Oh, and a left hook on the chin. Usyk letting his hands go, but it's Verhoeven that lands a big combination afterwards. And he's holding Usyk, pushing him against the ropes. He does have to be careful. I don't think he can really afford to lose a point. And that is the end of it. There's another close round. Usyk had some good moments there. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to say it's 6 rounds to 2, Verhoeven. I don't recall Rico ever getting close to getting KO'd. I don't believe so. At least not in the last 15 years. On my card, Usyk needs to win every round to get a draw. Damn. And Robert says, that's what I was just thinking, Billy. 6-2 Rico. Yes. Yeah, what a fight. 38 people up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. Guys, yes, this is the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world, but we're having this much fun every weekend. Maybe not this much, but we're covering some kind of big sporting event. Didn't expect anyone to dominate Usyk. I'm sure Usyk didn't either. 79-73 Rico. Usyk needs a stoppage on my card. Well, he could get some knockdowns, Bill. He could get some 10-8 rounds here. But yeah, we're just 4 rounds away from possibly crowning a new heavyweight champion. 249, 48, 47, 46, 245 left here in the 9th. Oh, good left hook there from Usyk. And you see Mike Copender's scorecard, unofficial judge for DAZN, has it 79-73. He has it 7 rounds to 1. Good left hook to the body there from Verhoeven. And another big right hand upstairs from Verhoeven. Combination of the body. Wow. He just landed about 5-6 power shots to the body against Usyk up against the ropes. He is 2 years younger than Usyk at 37. Is Usyk possibly showing the first signs of aging? Good left hand there from Usyk. Hard to imagine that Usyk didn't take this fight seriously. But it might be what we're seeing right now. There's a good jab, lands for Rico. The straight right, he counters on Usyk's way out. Good left hook upstairs for Usyk. And there's that right hand on the button again for Rico. Upstairs, and now the right hook downstairs. He just has the perfect game plan today for Usyk. He's just sticking to him. 115, 14, 13, 112 left in the ninth. Straight right on the temple from Verhoeven. And there's a good right hand from Usyk. Another good right from Verhoeven. Verhoeven has been very measured. I mean, he has been it's sometimes maybe overly cautious when he's had Usyk hurt a few times, but he's not risking this here. Oh, another good right hook from Rico. And there's another one right on the chin. One on the temple, one on the chin. Usyk has a legendary chin. I don't know that he's ever... Does anybody know, has Usyk ever been knocked down? Good left hook upstairs from Rico. And he bats down that left hook attempt from Usyk. Rico really using his size to his advantage in this fight. Another good straight right from Rico. And that's another Verhoeven round. They just said ringside has it tied in the ninth. No way. What's ringside? Usyk can take a lot of hits. Usyk never went out cold. No. The ringside unofficial judge has it 7 rounds to 2. So I don't know what that is. 89-82. Rico 8-1 after 9. I have him 7-2. You have him 8-1. Usyk never been knocked down. Man, yeah, he's really impressing me with the shots he's taken. It's amazing. And Usyk doing the cross and looking up towards the sky in between rounds is to say, God, I need a little help here. If you're on my side, now's the time. Round 10 scheduled for 12. A couple of good left hands from Rico to start out the 10th. 246, 45, 44, 43, 242 left in the 10th. Verhoeven lands the jab. Left hook upstairs. He is just timing Usyk on every entry. It's like he knows what Usyk's going to do. Good left hand on the chin from Verhoeven. There's a right hook downstairs. Another right hook to the midsection from Verhoeven. And a flurry up against the ropes. And Usyk continuing to pop that jab out there. But Verhoeven just seems to have a great strategy tonight. He cannot take his foot off the gas, though. And they exchange right hands. There's a good left hook upstairs from Verhoeven. And combination of the body from Verhoeven. Left hook upstairs. Right hook on the chin. There's another right hook on the chin. Left hand there for Verhoeven and a right uppercut to the body. This is all Rico right now. And Rico chasing 122, 21, 120, 119, 118. He has not lost focus. He has not gotten careless in this fight. Usyk went down once, but it was called a low blow. Oh, I remember. Who was that against? Was that against Dubois? Oh, there's a right uppercut to the body from Rico and the left hook, and there's a right hook upstairs from Usyk. Usyk's got a lot of work to do here. He's going to need several knockouts or a knockout on my scorecard. Left hook to the body from Verhoeven. Right hand upstairs from Rico, and now Rico continues to work to the body. Good exchange up against the ropes. Ended by Rico's right hook. Left uppercut for Usyk. And there's a left hook on the chin for Oleksandr. He's got Rico up against the ropes. Left hook and a big right hand for Usyk. There's a 1-2 for Usyk. That was his best combination of the fight. Left hook downstairs and a right hand upstairs for Usyk. And this is, big overhand left for Usyk. He said, this is my stand. And Rico is holding on to him and he can't get out of there. And they exchange right hands. Verhoeven's tired. Usyk got to him that round. And through 10, I have it 7 rounds to 3 for the challenger, Rico Verhoeven. That was definitely an Usyk round, though. Yes, against Dubois. I could see it 9-1. Yeah, I could see it anywhere from 7-3 to 9-1. Yeah, you give me 7-3, 8-2, or 9-1, anywhere in there, I'm right there with you. But I don't see how anybody could give Usyk more than 3 rounds. Championship round time, 8-2 Rico, says Robert. Yes, there's just 3 rounds left for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, and we could be looking at one of the most monumental upsets of our time. And Rico Verhoeven, now the favorite, 70%. All right, here we go, guys. I am looking to win. I would win $272 off a $30 bet if Verhoeven can pull it off. Good left hook upstairs from Usyk. 230, 229, 28 left here in the 11th. Oh, and there's a good right hook from Verhoeven, and the right uppercut upstairs, left hook to the body. Usyk really came back in that last round, though. You could tell he was panicked. He did the cross. He looked up towards the sky and said, like the Ultimate Warrior back in the day, and said, all my angels up there in heaven, all my warrior maniacs, I need your help. Good double jab there from Rico. Beautiful left uppercut and a left hook from Usyk. Championship rounds, a left uppercut again from Usyk, and there's the right hook. Straight left for Usyk. Oh, left hand right hook for Usyk. Verhoeven hurt here. Verhoeven's taking some big shots. There's the left uppercut from Usyk. Straight left from Verhoeven. And Verhoeven now works to the body. A couple of good right hooks. Oh, comes out and lands 3 hooks of his own and an uppercut. These shots do not have the starch that the early punches had on them for Verhoeven, but he's staying busy. I'm not sure how much Usyk's got left either, though. He also looks tired. Oh, there's a good right hook for Verhoeven and a 3-punch combination for Usyk. Right when I said that, he lit up. Great right hook for Verhoeven. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45 seconds left in this heavyweight championship bout. Good right hand from Rico. There's the right hook upstairs on the chin. So Verhoeven's pairing the right hand of Usyk with his left and then coming over the top with the right. Oh, great counter right hook and a left uppercut from Usyk. Oh, a huge right uppercut from Usyk, and Verhoeven is down. He is up with 14, 13, 12 seconds left here in the 11th. What an uppercut from Usyk. And this fight is now much closer. And they're taking their time putting Rico Verhoeven's mouthpiece back in. His corner playing a little slop. Oh, what a left hand from Usyk. And a right hook. Oh no, Verhoeven's hurt badly. Left hand, right hook. And they're stopping it. are stopping this with 2 seconds left? Burn the boats! Burn the boats! You cannot stop this fight right here with 10 seconds left. I know Verhoeven was hurt. He was knocked down by the uppercut. He was getting bum rushed with 10 seconds left. But are you kidding me? Absolutely disgraceful by this referee. Disgraceful, despicable, disgusting act by this referee. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be absolutely ashamed of himself.
With a couple of more shots, you got to go to jail there for sure.
Well,
That was a hard fight.
disaster averted.
This stoppage has to be one of the most embarrassingly blatant examples of either incompetency or corruption that we have seen in boxing. And there is a long history of incompetency and corruption in boxing.
Oleksandr Usyk, there's quality of the work.
And let's watch from up above.
But again, though, it's Verhoeven.
It was the right uppercut right on the chin. That created the first knockdown.
Fatigued, a little bit hurt.
And it takes him a second to fall down. This is as much from fatigue as it is from the shot.
He's so tired, but rather than...
And now he gets up. He eats 2 right hooks, 2 straight lefts, and the referee comes in and ends it.
I mean, it tells you something when the referee has to get between 2 men fighting each other to stop the fight.
What? Okay, we've already said this throughout.
What does it tell you? It's for the heavyweight championship of the world. That was garbage. That's BS bullshit. The bell rang, then the referee did that. What in the world has happened? Well, they needed to go back. If the bell rung,
Champions find ways to win.
now you can stop it in between rounds, but man, this is, I don't know, guys. This is a tough pill to swallow. This is a real tough pill to swallow right now. I mean, I'd say I do still want to see how the judges were scoring this up to then, but how can you stop that fight? The round was over by about 5 seconds. The bell rang. Yeah, that's ridiculous. If anything, that should be a disqualification for Usyk continue to punch after the bell. That sounds like a robbery. I mean, I'm going to have to look more into this, the angles, the people that were there. Now, I will say it would have been hard for Rico to get through the next round. He was exhausted.
The fight, not just Usyk winning. We don't know, as Barry said, you don't know if he would have got the stoppage.
But this makes Usyk look bad.
Close. I think you got
It's about the end of the round.
the end of the round, the end of the fight even. Look, it was around the way. You know, you got to give the guy who's winning the fight every chance. Can we just say one thing? The master boxer, we all agree he's the master boxer, Oleksandr Usyk.
Oh, Rico should just hit that referee with a big right hook. Oh, he doesn't even want to come over and put his glove. He doesn't want to let the referee grab his glove.
You can see the disappointment on the face of Rico. A lot of people would think, hey, he should be happy.
Rico's saying no. Rico not allowing the judge to grab his hand. And he's still, so they will raise Alexander's hand without Rico's hand there. Good for him. Good protest here for Rico Verhoeven. What a shame. Shame on this referee. Shame on this referee for stopping what was one of the greatest heavyweight fights that we've seen in a long time, and was bordering on one of the biggest upsets that we'd seen in boxing history. And Usyk doesn't look happy. I'll tell you that, guys, Usyk is not happy. A shame for the match, and for both of the fighters, it's a shame. Yes, it is. All right, I want to hear your guys' opinions on that. I know Billy and Robert, you guys were listening. But let's put the phone number up for some call-ins. Anybody that wants to call in, talk about this, I think, disappointment. Jason.
Mikey, what sport were we watching?
Oh, Lord.
Well, no.
It's horrible, right? Yeah.
If you give me a little latitude, Your Honor, I will get to the point.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
What sport were you watching?
It's a very corrupt sport.
No. What sport were you watching? Boxing? Kickboxing? Football? What were you watching? Boxing,
we were watching a kickboxer versus a boxer, yes.
Okay. And this was a boxing event, correct?
Yes, it was.
With boxing promoters, right?
Yes, sir.
In a boxing ring, right? With boxing commissions, boxing cut people, boxing doctors, boxing judges. The only person who wasn't in boxing was the guy who was winning the fight, correct?
This is correct.
And the referee inside the ring, that is a boxing ref, correct?
So-called referee, yes.
Another Dow Jones is at the 50,000 kind of guy. And we're all surprised that the kickboxer got screwed. Are we surprised or are we just pissed?
I think both. I mean, I'm not completely surprised, but I'm still pissed.
Well,
I'm a little more pissed because I had $30 riding on to make 300. So,
well, it's better than losing 1,800.
Yes, it is. I have learned my lesson at least somewhat that I don't put out those kinds of bets anymore.
And now you've learned one of the best lessons in the detention hall kids group, and that is if you set the bar high enough with a screw up, right, you can do all kind of 10% screw ups for the rest of your life, and nobody's gonna say dick because you didn't break that threshold, right?
Yep.
So you lost $30. You got a couple more subscribers. You got to watch some fights. You got to hang out with your guys. And you got to watch Usyk dog walk Rico Verhoeven for like 10 rounds. I don't know.
You mean Rico dog walk Usyk, yeah.
No. I mean Usyk dog walked. Because Usyk knew the whole time. He slipped the rep to Benjamin. They're over in Egypt. $100 will last you 20 years over in Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Not quite. They're a little more modern than that, but
I don't think they got internet or the computers over there.
They're actually very advanced, but
are they? Because they still don't know what's under the Sphinx, So and it's been there for several millennia. So I just, I'm wanting to know. Like, Mikey, you put $30 on the Dutchman. You got two Caucasian fighters, and you chose the one that came from the more racist country. I mean, I admire it. I understand it. But from a sports perspective, Rico, he's a kickboxer, not a Queens of Marquise Berry rules.
Sure, which is why I didn't put. Which is why I hadn't bet at the beginning. I waited till I started seeing what Verhoeven was doing. I think about the middle of the second round, I started putting a little money down.
Yeah, you don't want to bet against a Ukrainian since when did Putin go full potato? February 2021.
Yeah,
that's when he went full potato. He went full potato. And in 4 years, he's gotten 50 miles within a country that's barely out of its diapers. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, But, Mikey, you gave me goosebumps, Mikey. Like, the reason I started listening to you was because you reminded me of the old school radio boxing guys, right? And that's what turned me on to you. Like, I was trying to find an illegal stream, and I couldn't find any illegal streams for UFC. And here's this or fights with friends at Seattle Mike and this guy with drywall behind him. But he's getting into it. And oh my God, Chael Sonnen jumps the cage. And it was just electric, and I became an instant fan. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the Mikey. I'm here for Rob and Billy and JD and fucking King James and goddamn it Chaos and Mr. Candy, aka Wyatt Madman Matheson. I love it, Mikey. You in and of yourself are a great talent, and what you should be happy for is that you weren't robbed like a Dominic Reyes or a Chael Sonnen or a Verhoeven. Mikey, you make this magic happen.
Well, thank you, Jason. I really appreciate that.
Like, you could get some dingling to be like, and Usyk dropped his right shoulder and slipped the left jab. You know, like, if you don't, you get into it, and you're like, oh my God, he just jumped off the cage and landed on an old lady who was in a wheelchair. Holy shit. You know, and it's fucking great. I fucking know that shit. Sorry about $30, Mikey. I spent $267,750 this week. BlackRock's gonna own the fucking loan 3 days after I sign it. So
you got the house?
No. We got the inspection in 2 weeks, and I'm hoping to God something fails because fuck these people. Just, I don't know. They're selling the house because they're getting divorced. I don't want to be in the house with the wife that I love in a place that was built by broken love. You understand? I don't want to turn into a fucking Warrant or a goddamn Dawkins song from his, you know, like, no, it ain't me, bro. Like, fuck. Anyways, all right, I'll let somebody else call it. Somebody else better fucking call it. I'm going to find out their numbers. I'm going to find out their parents' numbers. I'm going to call their parents. And I'd be like, where did you go wrong? Do you know exactly where in Billy Hughes' childhood did you go wrong? You know what I'm saying? All right, love it.
All right, Jason Kagan, everyone. And Jason, it's okay to buy a house where somebody got divorced. And it's over a 50% divorce rate in this country. At least 3 people that I know of have died either in this house or in my driveway. And I think this would... the foreclosure that led to me buying this house, I think it was definitely due to a divorce and other things as well. So don't let that stop you. Let's go to the chat here. It's BS. The bell rang. Then the referee did that. Yeah, I don't see how they can stop it. It should have been saved by the bell. Shame for the match and for both of the fighters is a shame. Yeah, and let's not get mad at Usyk. Usyk, he had a great performance. He had a great performance. He had Verhoeven reeling. And it's pretty likely that he probably would have gotten that knockout in the 12th round. But that, you know, the opportunity for Verhoeven was stolen from him from that referee.
Spencer Brown, come in, Spencer. Spencer, surely.
Shame for the match. Both the fighters, a shame. Yep, shame the bell rang. The round ended. Ref took the bribe. Oh, Billy going further than me, coming out and calling a bribe.
He's in line, and there can only be one fight. Both agreed to it. Let's get it on.
When?
They're both ready. Whenever you
so
want.
Of course, they're talking a rematch immediately.
He's got the checkbook, so I'm hoping end of September, October.
So they're talking rematch. I'm talking robbery. Or we're talking robbery.
In Germany.
In Germany.
Rico, final one before I let you go. Congratulations.
Interesting.
On an incredible performance. You said to me,
that's Usyk. The announcer just called Usyk Rico.
You surprised me, Rico.
Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that. So, what a transition it was, guys. 6 months of hard work. Transitioning into boxing, it was crazy.
Excuse me. So, no, he had it right there.
I hope it paid off. I hope you guys liked it.
There is Rico.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you so much to my whole team for helping me out, helping me through this transition, putting in all the work day and night. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys for everything. Love you so much.
And yeah, I'll be back. You will be back. Congratulations, Rico. Well done, guys.
Rico Verhoeven, one of the truly greatest fighters to ever put a pair of gloves on in combat sports. There is your official winner. Oleksandr Usyk retains the WBA, WBC, and Ring World Heavyweight Championship.
Put a wrap on things.
From Cairo, from in front of the pyramids. Saudi Prince told the ref to stop the fights. Yeah, I wouldn't be quite surprised. I wouldn't be completely surprised by that. Have to eat dinner real fast. Be right back, Robert. All right. Usyk would have gone down 4 points going into last round. That ref took the money. Usyk just said Rico had knocked him out on his feet. He said, "Thank God I survived." Rico got screwed. Really? Yeah, when they call for an immediate rematch like that, you know something is up. But I've never seen anything this rigged in sports, says Reign of War. What an effing scandal. I feel like I've seen worse, but that one was pretty bad. The minute Rico started winning, the Saudi little man took the ref. Any sign of struggle stopped the fight. Now they make more money. Yep, ref is scum. I agree, voice of reason. Yeah, especially since the bell had already rung. So that is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go back. I'm going to post some highlights of this, guys. So look for that video, the knockdown from Usyk, and then I want to get an eye on that ring timer. Hard to rewind it in, I can't rewind it here in real time. Not at the moment on the zone. All right, back to the money. Yep, Wyatt would say, "I'm not surprised." Yes. Yeah, and I bet on boxing. What was I thinking? I got caught up in the hype. I generally try not to bet on boxing. First rule, don't bet on the NBA because it's shady as hell. I don't bet on boxing a lot. More MMA, baseball. That's what I love betting on, guys. Baseball, and my Seattle Mariners just can't stop losing. All right, that one was on DAZN. Ref jumped in to break them up at the end of the round, then he decided, no, you're done. He screwed up, plain and simple ref error. Dude, yeah, that referee, dog shit. Better not be the same referee. Tell you that. Because man, was it cool to have all the Giza stuff. Let's look at those again, guys. For anybody that didn't see this, this is pretty awesome. This is some pictures taken by our own Billy Hughes. Well, some screenshots he sent me. But let's look at some of these photos. I mean, just a really, really cool promotion, really cool venue. And it's too bad that it's scarred by a corrupt bastard referee. All right, let's look at these again. Let me know if you're a new subscriber. And if you're a new subscriber, tell me what you would like to see me cover next. What would you like to see the Fights of Friends community cover next? What sport? When's that Daytona 500 coming up, Billy? Coming up soon, right? All right, there is, you see the pyramids in the background. There's all the people, the ring walk for going to the cage, or excuse me, to the ring. We watch a lot of MMA here. There is the trainer of Rico Verhoeven talking.
This guy,
I'm going to stop for just a minute and listen to him.
Unbelievable. Yes. If he had the experience of like when I'm getting tired, close the gap, grab hold, let the referee split you up, buy time. This is what.
Now, Indy 500 is tomorrow morning. The NASCAR Coke 600 is tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, like how early? How early are you going to make me wake up? Daytona's in February, Jason. Are we sure Daytona 500? I knew Daytona 500 was coming up. We'll get back to that in a moment. Let's look at some of these pictures here, though. There is the poll from Fan Zone. I like the seltzer there in the background there, Billy. And there is Usyk. That looks really cool. All right, we got PBR Street Gang on the phone again.
Hello?
PBR Street Gang, what's up?
Hey, my vote for the next thing that you cover is women's volleyball.
Women's volleyball. I think we can do that. We'll have to find some out there. I'm sure Billy knows when the next big event is.
I don't think there's anything that Billy doesn't know about sports.
Yeah, and it's not like I haven't heard some of it before. It's just he remembers it all. He remembers everything. He probably works for the CIA, and he just doesn't tell us with that photographic memory of his.
Billy's a fed. I knew it.
He might not be the only fed in here. Over the years, I've had a few I've suspected, but...
I wanted to ask you a couple of times, but I've forgotten. What do you think about the Strickland fight?
I mean, happy for Strickland. It wasn't the most entertaining fight. It was a little boring, but man, yeah, I was happy to see Strickland get the win.
What were the odds on him going into that fight?
I want to say he was around a 6-1 underdog.
Wow.
Maybe even more. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of on the fence about scoring that card, or that fight, I should say. It was really close, I thought.
Yeah, I really couldn't see giving it to Hamzat myself, and yeah, I'm judging, I guess, while I'm commentating, but I thought it was 3-2 Strickland, but I thought it could have easily been 4-1. I can't find another round I could give Chimaev.
I really didn't. I think something was off with him. I mean...
Oh, for sure.
I'm a diehard Strickland fan.
Yeah.
It would be pretty hard for me to decide which one I like better at any given moment, Strickland or Pereira. But those two are definitely my two favorite fighters. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I need to go back and rewatch it. I haven't watched it since it aired. But
yeah, I haven't rewatched it either.
Yeah, I need to go back and rewatch it. But I thought it was a lot closer than that. Just wasn't a lot going on in it, really.
No, that was surprising. Yeah, and I mean Strickland though early. Remember, he started stopping the takedowns. He even flipped it over and reversed Chimaev and did some ground from up above. I think that really dejected Chimaev when he was able to reverse his takedown.
Chimaev looked off that night. Like he looked like something was wrong.
He did, but it's something I've always said, and I'll go back. I may have said it before, but I will say I definitely said it going into the Conor Khabib fight. It's like, I don't care what kind of wrestler you're going against. You have to go for takedowns, and you have to at least feint. You have to give them something else to look at. And you never, just because a guy's a good wrestler doesn't mean he can necessarily defend your takedowns. He might be good at taking people down.
Yeah, I mean, I really like, well, not like, but I respected Hamzat, but I never really liked him as a fighter.
He's a maniac.
Yeah, I just, there's just some fighters you ever watched a fighter and you really can't explain it. It's just something that you dislike about them.
Oh,
it
yeah.
It wasn't the lack of English ability or anything like that. It's just, I just never really liked him, and it wasn't, that he beat some of the fighters that I liked. I just, like I have a lot of fighters that I have very clear-cut reasons why I dislike them, but I never, like, I've thought about it several times. I've just never been able to get a reason why I dislike Hamzat.
Yeah, he is. Well, I mean, he is. He was, I should say, financed by a Chechnyan terrorist. So, I mean, I don't know what his options were at the time, but I mean, that's turned just a few people off.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What do you think of, like, when you see fighters and all the guys in chat, when you see fighters that have like their record is all wins and no losses, how do you root for that, other than they're fighting somebody that you like or dislike? Are you on the side of, because I see a lot of people who are on the side of, I want to see the guy lose his O, or whatnot. And then on the flip side of that, there's people that want the winning streak to continue, and I kind of the evil part of me is kind of on the side of, most of the time I'm rooting for the guy to lose his own.
Yeah, no, that is true.
I think when I noticed that, and I really just don't think that he, especially earlier in his career, mainly or almost all in his career, Khabib, like, what was he, like 33-0?
He's 29-0 when he retired.
Was he 29-0? I thought he was in his 30s, but
no, a lot of people wanted to see him get that 30th just to say he had 30, but I don't think, to me, it really wouldn't have added anything.
Yeah,
it's one more fight.
What did you think about his record? Do you think he deserved all those wins? Because I know a lot of people, like people in the business, were like, he fought a lot of hand-me fights early in his career.
Well, and early in his career, I think he fought the people that were available. And then, he got a bit of a slow burn, I guess I should say, coming into the UFC. But, I mean, not much. I mean, nobody really gets a... Dana White pretty much throws you into the fire right away, no matter who it is.
Definitely not in the UFC, but I've heard a lot of people comment that, well, not a lot of people, just some of the guys in the MMA realm that have podcasts talk about he had a lot of hand-me fights before he got to the UFC, but I've not watched anything outside of the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as, like, can he beat this guy? Did he leave any comers? He didn't leave any questions when he left. He beat everyone that, was a threat to him at the time before he retired. I mean, you look at his last fights, leading up to the title. I'm looking at his career right now. Pretty early on, they put him up against... Rafael Dos Anjos, former champion. The Michael Johnson fight, Edson Barbosa, that was dangerous. He's supposed to... who's he supposed to fight? When he fight Iaquinta, was it Connor that was out? I can't remember why he ended up fighting Iaquinta.
I think Connor there's something going on with the matchmaking on that.
Yeah, and then, of course, he beats Connor. He beats Dustin Poirier. He beats Justin Gaethje. He dominates and submits them all. I mean, that was it back then. You got RDA, You got Connor, Dustin, and Gaethje. There really wasn't another like guy that you could say, oh man, I think that guy would have really given Khabib a shot. I mean, we can always go back to Tony Ferguson, what if. But in hindsight now, I don't think Tony would have done well against him.
I don't know. I think in the beginning, the first, what was it, canceled like 5-6 times?
Oh, yeah, at least 4. Yeah.
But I think early Tony would have, I don't know. I feel really bad for Tony. Like there's a couple of fighters that I really feel like I kind of feel sorry for them in a way, kind of feel sad for them in a way. Tony was one of them. BJ Penn comes to mind. You know, it's just before Tony hit his really bad streak, how many did he win in a row? It was like 11, 12?
Oh, I think he was like 13 or 14.
Yeah, something like that.
he had a great winning streak for sure.
Yeah, I think when he tripped over that wire and hurt his knee, something happened.
Well, that's a very hard injury to come back from. And I don't know that he fully ever recovered from that.
I don't think so. I don't think he was the same after that injury.
Billy says Rico was up 2 points going into the final round on official judge's cards just announced. Okay, so they were not going to rob him.
Yeah, there's pictures that you were showing of Giza, the fight area. It looked amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put those up again as we're talking because I started and then I stopped. They can be up while we're talking, I think. Here though.
What are your thoughts on the White House card coming up?
I think it's a decent card. I'm not a big fan of. Like, are we really going to have a fight at the White House? I don't know. All the security and everything. It is kind of weird, but I like the card.
You're not a fan of it?
No, not really. I'm not a fan of them really having it there. It seems like unnecessary risk to, our White House, our president, no matter what you think of him, our officials. It kind of seems like we're putting a big target on our back.
I'm kind of surprised that you're saying that. I thought you would be completely just because Trump has had such a long history with the UFC. I want to say he was a big reason. How come? Because if you remember, a lot of the newer people into the UFC might not know this, but if you remember, the UFC couldn't get into New York State for the longest time. Yeah. And I think Trump did a lot because to help that along, because wasn't the first fight one of the first fights or first few fights at venues that he owned?
Hey, or at least sponsored. Yeah, I think he did have some in Atlantic City. Yeah, he was definitely one of the biggest supporters. And I mean, if you want to have it at Mar-a-Lago, like I'm fine with that.
I think it's in a way. I think it's totally kick-ass because it's a 250th anniversary for the States, and putting on a spectacle like that, kind of, long time ago, they used to do things like that. They used to have big, huge events with major political figures involved. I know that they did a couple of wasn't there a boxing? I heard someone talk on the radio, sports radio. Wasn't there a boxing event early on in American history at the White House?
There may have been. Not that I know of. Billy says Usyk versus Rico 2 are already scheduled for October at the Coliseum in Rome. He says, yeah, they didn't have that planned already. Yeah, I don't know. Cool that it's at the Coliseum. Well, I mean, they could also have. I don't think that really shows controversy, to be honest, because when you go into a fight that's that big, I think you have all your contingency plans. Okay, if this happens, we're going to do this. If this happens, we're going to do this, and fighters can agree to it. And obviously, Usyk, if he'd have lost, he has the automatic defense clause. Rico, no, but people are going to want to see the rematch. Usyk's going to want to prove it was a fluke.
I think it's totally kick-ass that they're doing it at the Coliseum. I think they should have like real fights at the Coliseum all the time.
Oh, I think so too.
I mean, it's pretty horrific what went down there. If you know any of the history, I mean, I can only imagine. But in the same breath, I've heard a lot of the time those gladiators that fought in those games were kind of like modern day celebrities in a way.
Yeah, some of them got it. Some of them got up to that. I mean, I think it was like you've seen The Running Man, right?
Yeah.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger. I, from what I understand, I think it was kind of more like that. Like, you know, they were up there for crimes, and they were. If they won, then yeah, people started to like them. Like the more you won and stuff. So yeah, some of them definitely got very popular.
Yeah, I think that's totally kick-ass that they're having sporting events there. They should do that more often. I mean, that's a totally kick-ass place to have fights like, you know, boxing or MMA. I think that's totally kick-ass.
Yeah, no, me too. And like I said, the UFC 250, it's like, I'll watch it. I'm excited. I'm nervous. It is what it is. Like I said, if you want to have it at Mar-a-Lago and show, yeah, you know, Trump supported fighting and all this back and forth, like, that's fine. I don't know. I hope it goes off without a hitch. I hope nobody gets hurt. That's kind of my main concern.
I got my fingers crossed. I hope it's going to be a totally kick-ass event. And I hope it's a really exciting card because, you know, you're never going to be able to do that again. At least I think. Who knows? They may have fights there once a year after this. I mean, who are we to know what they do? But I hope it's a really kick-ass venue, and I hope it brings a lot of. One of the reasons that I'm kind of a fan of it is there's not very many things that are such crossover events like that. Not so much a crossover event, but like take, for example, my mom. My mom knows about the White House card, and she doesn't know anything about MMA aside from the name of Conor McGregor.
Oh, it's going to be, it's definitely highly anticipated. Yeah,
I think it's going to be really kick-ass, bringing a whole bunch of eyeballs onto the event that might not watch it, and for the sheer spectacle of it, I'm kind of 2 thumbs up about it.
No, I get that. Like I said, I'm excited about it. I really hope somehow Gaethje can pull off an upset and win the title from Topuria. That would be.
I'm so rooting for Gaethje. I really, really, really dislike Topuria. I really dislike him. That bastard took so much of my money.
Yeah, he beat all our favorite fighters, didn't he? That guy's so talented.
I know. He really is. And I think he's a good champion, but I just, after betting on him a few times and losing, you know, it's just sort of like, I'm ready for that guy to just get out of there.
Right? I know. I'm like, oh yeah, he did that, but he won't dominate Volkanovski like that. And then I'm like, well, he won't dominate Max like that. Well, he won't dominate Oliveira like that. It destroys everyone.
Speaking about Max, what do you think about the Conor Max fight?
I think that's I have no idea what mindset and shape Conor's in.
I can't believe they're going to give him Max his.
I think,
like,
yeah, people are underestimating Max. I see a lot of people calling out saying, "Oh, that because Connor's at 170, like it actually has the advantage." Max has been no.
I know who I'm betting on it.
Yeah, I mean Max has been active, and look how much more power he's had since going up to lightweight. He knocked out freaking Justin Gaethje. What's he gonna do at 170 when he doesn't have to cut it all?
He knocked out Gaethje in the last seconds of a fight that he was clearly winning.
Yeah, so you're gonna tell me he can't do that to Connor? I disagree.
Yeah. One, I don't think Connor is in the same league as Max. And two, if Max can knock out Justin Gaethje, then he can sure as hell knock out Connor. And I'm a big fan of Connor. Like I was fully on board on the Connor hype train when he came into. Like I was a fan of his when he was in Cage Warriors. Yeah. Or was it King in the Cage? Yeah. I think he was in both.
I know he was in Cage Warriors. Yeah, I'm not sure about King of the Cage.
He was a double champ in Cage Warriors. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked watching Connor when he first came onto the scene. That piston of a left hand that he had.
And he's a spectacle. You know, out inside the cage, outside the cage.
I don't think anyone in the history of MMA was as good at selling tickets than Conor McGregor.
No, he's the best.
I think that dude sold more tickets than anyone ever.
Yeah, I think Ronda's number 2, like we just seen her last week, and Connor's got to be number 1.
Yeah. That last week's card was a bit hard for me to watch.
I know I'm pretty much the only Ronda fan out there in our community.
No, I am. I'm a huge Ronda fan.
Okay.
I'm a major. Any of those gals. I mean, Wyatt teases her a lot about her looks, but you've got to admit, one, not. I was just about to say, for a female fighter, she's extremely pretty, and I think that's not doing her justice. I think she's just pretty, and any time that you're that pretty and can whoop ass, it's just man, how can you not be on board with that?
Yeah,
it's like Misha Tate, not only is she pretty on television, but when we saw her in that bar, very attractive woman, and could murder everyone that I know.
Oh yeah.
And I just dig that. Hot chicks that can whoop ass. The only way that it would get any better is if it was hot chicks that kicking ass during roller derby.
Yeah, it certainly didn't hurt Valentina Shevchenko's career either. I know that's why it's. I know that's why it's Dream Girl.
Yeah. Well, she's really attractive. Mackenzie
and she shoots guns. I mean, how hot is that?
Oh God, I totally got on board with all of her gun shooting. Watching her and Henry Cejudo going back and forth on their little antics that they would get up to on their social media just made me laugh. I'll tell you what, though, and this is going to sound really, really odd, especially coming from me, but have you been watching any of these females versus males in boxing and in MMA? Earlier today, I just watched, Gabby Garcia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just watched her fight a dude.
Oh, yeah. She went against one of the top guys. She went against Craig Jones.
Right. I think she's fought many guys.
Okay.
And I'm kind of, I don't know, man. It sounds really messed up. Me thinking it seems really messed up, and it sounds even more messed up when I say it. But I'm kind of on board with the females versus the males for a whole bunch of reasons.
You just want to get a go up against Valentina Shevchenko. You want her to sit on you. Admit it.
What I was going to ask is, if you could fight one girl, who would you fight?
Oh, that's a trick question. I know exactly who that is. My former district manager here in Seattle. She's 60 years old. She's almost always on high heels, and she's the biggest cunt I've ever met. So, I mean,
oh man.
I almost threw her name out there, but I know there's a few people that I work with that have somehow found my channel. So,
yeah, you might not want to get yourself in trouble.
They know, though. I gave a good enough description.
I can just see the splash headlines all over the place. Seattle male wants to beat up female boss. News at 11.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not sure I want to answer that question. And how about this? I'll have Valentina Shevchenko go beat her up.
Oh, dude. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to talk to you. I've been wanting to talk to you a bit about the Strickland fight and get your opinion about it. But every time I talk to you, something would come up and the thought would just fall out of my head.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for calling in. Take care, brother.
Thanks for the stream. And yeah, let me know if you're doing anything tomorrow.
All right, we'll do.
Later, buddy.
Later. All right, PBR Street Gang, everyone. What should we do tomorrow? No, I tell you guys, I have been really drained this week. More drained than I thought I would be after surgery at this point. So the last stream I did, the Mariners one, I'm glad there weren't a lot of people in that one because it was a bit of a wreck. I was stumbling over my words and I just... I didn't realize quite how compromised I was, but so I hadn't scheduled anything for Sunday, but I'm going to look at Tapology and see what's out there as far as fighting or anything else. I don't think I'm ready for the Daytona 500 tomorrow, Billy. It's just, it's too much. I think I watched the Daytona 500 now, even though I know it's the biggest. And then try to cover the Coca-Cola 600 with more knowledge. There might even be something on later tonight, guys. I think there's a good chance there is. I missed Bare Knuckle last night. Oh, there's PFL. There's another PFL tomorrow. PFL Mania 9. At 9 in the morning. Is that 9 a.m. Eastern? Oh, that's too early. No, we're not getting up at 6 o'clock in the frickin' morning. Why are they broadcasting on Vice TV? They have a contract with ESPN. I'm confused by that. What else we got for tomorrow, though? I think that's it. As far as fighting... That's kind of it for the bigger promotions. Yeah, no boxing either. All right, that's fine. We might just do a baseball game tomorrow. Might just have to. Although I am getting kind of sick of watching my Mariners lose. 11:10 in the morning. That I could make. And that's Pacific, so that's 2:10 for you guys on the East Coast. Let's go to the comments here. Sorry, I missed quite a few comments. Billy says, Errol Spence Jr. versus Tim Zhu, July 25th. Oh, I like that fight. I love Tim Zhu. I loved watching Kostya Zhu. And Errol Spence coming back. I thought he'd left too early. I hope he's fully recovered. Bivol versus Eifert next Saturday. That's a great fight. Great boxing night. Ref messed it up, but fun time as always. Yeah, I still had a great time. I still really enjoyed the fight. Bet it all on Max, as Phil Connor has a puncher's chance, but he's about to get smashed. Koki McGregor is done. This fight is payday for him and Holloway, and I'm all for it. Also, be surprised if the fight even happens. 2 months is a long time for nothing to happen. Oh, yeah, dude. 2 months in Connor time? That's like 2 years for the rest of us, at least. Phil says, the bullet for sure. I'd take a beating or sleeping from Valentina. I'm still going to marry her someday if my wife dies before me. I'll have a dual citizenship. Oh, that's great. That's incredible. What's the UFC next week? Let's look ahead to next week's UFC. I'll get it brought up here. Well, there's 10 still up in here. If you haven't subscribed, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you liked what I done, hit that like button. Trying to grow this new channel, and it's going to take, I know it's going to take, oh, it's an early one. That's right. Song and Figueiredo. What did Devis and Figueiredo do to Dana White in the UFC to deserve another beating? Did Usyk win? I missed it. Dude, you missed it? Oh my goodness, you missed chaos. Yes, the referee stopped in the 11th, but Rico was winning on every single scorecard. And he stopped it after the bell rang. Yeah, it was a miscarriage of justice. Absolute miscarriage of justice. What? Come on, stupid. You stupid YouTube. I have F1 for transitions, but apparently F1 is also now something on. I hit my F1 button. It took me some kind of freaking help crap. All right, what do we got in the undercard? Anything worth watching? Yes, we got Loma Lukabunme. Great to watch in kickboxing. We'll see how she does here in MMA against Jacqueline Amorim. PBR, I'll be here, man. Did Usyk win? Yes. Angela Hill returned against Yingdong Zhang. Bet Zhang. Angela Hill's been over the hill for a few years now. Other notable names in the prelims, no. Muslim Salikov against Jake Matthews. That should be a fun fight. Kaya Sakura returns. Big favorite against Cameron Smotherman. I think is how you say that. Sergey Pavlovich returns against Talashin Teixeira. What a test for Talashin Teixeira, the brother of Glover. If he wins this fight, he is right in the championship conversation. Lonzo Menefield coming back against the hard-hitting light heavyweight Zhang Ming Yang. Lonzo's up there nowadays. That's the co-main event. Of course, the main event, former flyweight world champion Devison Figueiredo taking on Song Yadong. Oh my goodness, this is such a hard fight to see them give Devison. They put Yan up against him. Now they're putting Song up against him. The dude's like almost 40 years old. Are they trying to kill him? Yeah, I'm going to take Song on this one. I'm going to try to fight a parlay somewhere. If I'm you guys, actually, if you can get the odds on it, I'm going to put Zhang on there. I'm going to put Zhang Ming Yang because at minus 230, I think those are great. And I'm going to put Song Yadong on there, unfortunately, against one of my favorite fighters, Davison Figueiredo. Let me do that parlay real quick on DraftKings. I have to go to the casino to do my parlays. We only have prediction markets here. Let's get some odds on what that looks like. I really like that. I'm going to drive to the casino and place that bet. Because I do really like that one. I'm going to take Zhang over Hill. I said I'm going to take Ming Yang over Alonzo Manifield in the co, and I'm going to take Song in the main. Oh, that only gets you to plus 143, though. I was hoping for better than that. What if you put Kai? Okay, if you put Kai Asakura over Cameron Smotherman, you get to plus 223. You're also on 4 legs, but I think those are about as safe. I think that's about as safe of a 4-leg combo for plus 223 as you're going to get. So I like that for all the parlay people out there. I think that's a parlayable card next week. Thanks everybody for joining us. Great heavyweight championship between Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven in just his first boxing match. He was up on the cards against Usyk going into the 12th. Referee stopped the fight after the bell in round 11. Controversial, yes. Was he going to most likely last through the 12th round? No. But he should have been given the opportunity. Usyk, of course, drops Rico with a left uppercut. In the 11th, Rico gets up, and Usyk absolutely swarms him with power shots. Rico was completely exhausted. I'll have some highlights of the finish, of the fight, of the finish up on the channel soon. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.